anyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise, ise, ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much.
What is doing today are the things that Mazen Nnamdi have put in place. There is nothing new. There is nothing new in everything that Mazen Simon Ekpa is saying and pursuing every agenda. There is nothing new. They are all what Mazen Nnamdi have spoken about, put in place, exactly the same template of Mazen Nnamdi. That is what is following. And each time you call him a terrorist, you are actually calling Mazen Nnamdi a terrorist. They saw it and they couldn't understand. They can't bear it. They are going up to the extent of now, when the evil men, when the caliphate themselves orchestrate an evil, they will target that it is Mazen Simon Ekpa. And they didn't stop there. Today, you hear the broadcast they're making. While we are preparing to march into Biafra in 2023, they are busy planning how to arrest Biafran people and hand over to the enemy. They are busy planning how to hand the Biafran people into the enemy. Every single day, you hear Simon Ekpa coming on live program on daily basis to make a program. He will come to expose the evil of the enemy. In every single day, there is no day he doesn't make a broadcast. Any day he misses it, the following day he's going to be there. Any day he doesn't come there, he will have an assignment, he will come the following day. Go and check. He doesn't come there to do gossip. He can come there to respond to some of your lies. But at the end of it, he's making exposition against the Zoological Republic. These people who are claiming to be leaders, who are claiming to be done, how many of them have a live video where they are talking about the incidents in Nigeria? How many of them, the people you are promoting and projecting, how many of them can hold a live program for 2 minutes? How many of them? The people you are propagating and pushing around, the people you are propagating and pushing them and hailing them, how many of them can hold a live program for 2 minutes and tell us things about things that will happen when they have not happened? That can make revelation or speak on behalf of Biafrans. Today, they are not even bold enough to come out. They are now, they have become so scared and so timid that today they are bringing somebody to speak on their own behalf. They are looking for people anywhere to make them relevant. That is how you know people who have failed. That is how you know people who are, they don't have a place anymore. They don't have a place anymore. With all their noise, with all their this, they call themselves this and that. Today, they are looking for people to speak on their behalf. People can come out and make a program this same way the spokesperson of Biafra is making a program. Challenging the Janjaweed to their face. He has done so many things in the present. Speak to them. They know about him. They know his identity. He destroyed his past. And he is now a full Biafran. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the interruption. You see, that is what we see. Each time we are hitting them hard, they always come with the attack to disrupt us, either to counter the program, attacking the program. Whenever you are hitting them hard, they will begin to attack the program. They have started the attack. But is the attack going to stop me? The attack cannot stop me. Even if I end this program, I'm going to do another program. If I end this program, in the next 1 hour or 2 hours, I'm coming back to talk about another version of the program. My only advice to my fellow Biafrans is to be smart. Open your eyes wide open. Keep your eyes wide open. Don't be distracted. Before you take any action, before you follow any instruction, ask yourself, why are you talking about the freedom of Biafra? Why are you in Biafra struggle? Why are you asking for Biafra? If you know why you are asking for Biafra or what made you to come into Biafra, nobody is going to push you around. No clown anywhere is going to push you around. Nobody, it doesn't matter who, nobody is going to make you stop what you are doing. You'll be following your mind. You'll be applying your common sense in anything. Even in the Bible, I think there's a Bible portion where they said that is it the Gentiles I think Christ was saying that people should behave like the Gentiles, whom after hearing the gospel, they will go and open up their book and verify and see if what they heard is true or not. That is what you have to be, a good student. Each time you listen to a broadcast, don't just fold your hand. Go and meditate over it. That is why Mazen Nanika used to say, come with your pen and paper. Coming with your pen and paper is coming with your common sense. When you hear it, don't just believe it because you are part of the group that is being autopiloted by Chukwu Abiyama. You hear it and you sit back. No, don't just sit back. After hearing, meditate over it. Make your own inquiry. Make a step forward and look and see what is happening. When you hear autopilot, it doesn't have anything to do with aircraft or whatever. Autopilot doesn't have anything to do with the aircraft. It doesn't have anything to do with any ship or any spaceship. No. This is an English language. When you say something is autopiloted, it means that thing is working on its own without somebody forcing it. Something that is working on its own without somebody enforcing on it, without somebody forcing it to do something. You will see this case of the issue of Biafra. Chukwu Abiyama is in charge. Control. There are certain things I say, I don't even know when I say it. There are certain programs I do, I don't know how the topic comes. The same thing you see in most people who are in this IPOB that is under the spokesperson of Master Simon Ekpa. The real IPOB under the spokesperson of Master Simon Ekpa, under the leadership of Master Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them, when we say things, we don't even know how it comes about. That is what you call autopilot. Today, Chukwu Abiyama giving you words, you are not in control of what you say. You are not in control of what you do. Revelations comes that is beyond you. It doesn't have anything to do with you driving an aircraft or piloting a ship or a spaceship or whatever. Go and check the meaning of autopilot in the dictionary. You are going to see the two different meanings of autopilot. When you talk about autopilot, you'll be talking about either that of the aircraft, the piloting the aircraft or the spaceship or the ship on the ground. It can be piloted autopilotly. And there's another one, the another autopilot you're talking about, the literal meaning of autopilot in mere saying, in discussions on issues. When you talk about issues, when you say something is on autopilot, it means that that thing is working on its own without anybody remoting it or anybody directing it or telling it what to do or what not to do. And in this case of Biafran struggle, Chukwu Abiyama is the one in charge. It started from the onset when this very issue, Mazen Nakan was kidnapped. People were saying, release Mazen Nakan unconditionally. People who were supposed to fight along with us said no. Instead of them joining, they sit at the background and they said that it's not going to work. And Chukwu Abiyama went forward ahead of them and got into the mind of every Biafran and tell them to continue. Chukwu Abiyama went into the heart of every Biafran and told them to continue to sit at home, and they continued. And since then up to today, they have continued to sit at home. Even tomorrow is a sit at home. Next tomorrow is a sit at home also for the court of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And no man is in charge of that. No man is in charge of that. Master Simon Ekpa is not in charge of that. Master Simon Ekpa is not in charge of that. It is Chukwu Abiyama himself. The sit at home is on autopilot, working on its own without anybody enforcing it. No enforcement, nothing. People are sitting at home on their own. So if you don't know the meaning of autopilot, with all this explanation I've made, literally, ordinarily, you should understand what it means. You should be able to understand what it means. When you say something is working on its own, you must not, you don't have to, when they say something is working on its own, it doesn't need somebody to go and control, go and switch it on or switch. You don't need to switch anything on. Nobody have to switch anything on. In autopilot, you don't switch anything on. In literal meaning of autopilot, you don't switch anything on. Chukwu Abiyama takes action by himself. You don't force God to do what he wants to do. God does what he wants to do at any time he wants to do it, at any given time. He can use anybody he wants to use. Chukwu Abiyama can use anybody he wants to use. He can use a man, he can use a woman, he can use a lame person. He can even use a Janjaweed to free Biafra if he desires to. It's not because of you. It doesn't matter what you think or what you believe or what you are doing. He's in charge. He's in charge. Chukwu Abiyama is in charge. So if you cannot be able to handle the fire coming from Chukwu Okike Abiama through his chosen one, if you can't be able to handle the fire, you deal with it. If you can't be able to handle the fire, you deal with it, or you confess and repent. That is the only thing that can save you. But the more you continue to fight against Chukwu Okike Abiama, when you are fighting against a movement that is piloted by Chukwu Okike Abiama himself, when you are here, Chukwu Okike Abiama is, nobody is in charge, nobody is there. The only person that is controlling is Chukwu Okike Abiama. And if you are fighting against it, you are fighting against Chukwu Okike Abiama. That is why you see everybody that have come against it, they fall at the roadside. Everyone that fought against it, go and check all of them. Check all of them that are fighting against it. Look, how are they today? They have all lost it. They can't find their ground. They have all lost it. From A to Z, every single one of them that took up a fight with the autopilot. Go and check them, what happened. And if you're a smart person, you should avoid getting into a fight with them. That is what smart people do. If you are a smart person, what you do is that when you see that dangerous road, you don't tread on the path, a dangerous path, a path that leads to destruction, a path that you have seen that people who have treaded on that path have been consumed. Why must you be treading on the same path again? Why must you be treading on the same path again? If you care about your life, you care about yourself, you must not tread on that same path. Chukwu Okike Abiama is in charge. It doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what you say. He's in charge. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that Biafran people cannot be pushed around. But those people who want to give themselves to be used, it's left for you. Today you see their strategy. The new plan they are having. The new plan, they say they want to begin to arrest the Biafran people. They arrest Biafran people and hand them to the authority. Which authority? Already Biafran don't have any government on the ground to administer any kind of prosecution or anything. We don't have any people on the ground. And these people who are telling you they're going to start arresting Biafran people and hand them over to the authority, ask them which authority again are they going to hand them over to? Which authority how are they going to prosecute them? You want to catch them and kill them? And how are you going to prove they are guilty? How are you going to allow them to hear their voice to be heard? This is only a strategy to destroy Biafran people and more. They know that we are going home next year. This is only a strategy for them to fight against the Biafran struggle. 2023, there will be an election in Biafra land. It's going to mark the declaration of Biafra. There will be an election. And you see them, they have started their strategy on how to be able to establish their own method. They have started their strategy already. They have started their strategy already on how to counter the 2023 election, to make sure that 2023 election holds. They have started their plan. They will arrest criminals. You arrest criminals. Biafrans are not criminal. Biafrans, we know we are not criminal, and we don't support anything criminality. Biafrans don't support criminality, and we're not criminals. But we cannot hand any of our brothers to any enemy. We don't do that. Biafrans don't do that. You only see that in Zoological Republic. No matter how bad a person is, his country will defend him or her. That is why you see, go and arrest somebody from the United States. It doesn't matter the crime you charge the person for. If you catch anybody from the United States, it doesn't matter the crime he commits, you must return him back to the United States. You cannot prosecute him in your country. There are so many other strong countries like that. They will never leave their citizens abroad to face any kind of prosecution. They won't allow that. They will pursue it until the last, until they return their citizen back home. If he's going to be punished, they will punish their citizen by themselves. United States does that. UK does that. Canada does that. So many other countries. You dare not hold their citizens for any... even Australia does that. So many of their citizens who have committed a grievous crime, even murder crime, who have committed even drug cases, they come for them and they take them back home. And you, that you call yourself, you want to establish a nation, you are now want to catch your brothers. You say they are criminals. You want to arrest your brothers' criminals and hand them over to the authority, to the same enemy you are fighting against. But this same enemy is occupying your land. Have you made any plan to remove the Zoological Republic army that is killing your people in Biafra land? What plan have you made to make sure that they leave Biafra land? What plan have you made to make sure that the Janjaweed military that is there, the terrorist military in Biafra land that are killing Biafran people on a daily basis, taking innocent life, even as you're watching the video, they are still killing our people in Biafra land? What plan have you made to make sure you fight them back? What plan have you made to make sure they leave our land? What effort have you made to make sure that they do not have to take the life of our people anymore? None. But you are focusing attention on your own people. Mazen Nandekanu, in his last court, he came and told us that it is our duty to protect Biafran land and not to kill our people. That was what Mazen Nandekanu told us in the court. You should protect your people and not to kill them. Today, you are going to hide under the disguise of arresting criminals in Biafran land, and you begin to kill your Biafran people. Is that what you're supposed to be doing? Are you supposed to be talking about arresting criminals in Biafra land today? Because I know that you are going after your own fellow Biafrans. You are going to go after your own fellow Biafrans, not the enemy. If you want to arrest criminals, the terrorist government are there. The terrorists are there in Biafra land. They are there. They are there everywhere in Biafra land, taking innocent life on a daily basis. How many of them have you arrested? The Fulani terrorists are still there. They are still kidnapping. So many people are still paying ransom in Biafra land. How many have you rescued? How many Fulanis have you captured? Every movies and every video you are showing are your fellow Biafra that you have killed in one time or the other. That is what you are busy doing. And you are bold to come and announce to us that you want to start arresting criminals in Biafra. Which criminals? Which criminals in Biafra do you want to arrest? You want to begin to kill your fellow Biafrans. You begin to kill fellow Biafrans, all in the name of criminals. That is what you want to do. You don't want to instill fear in them to come out and vote. We can. You think it's this one is an Anambra election? Some of you think this one is not an Anambra election. In this very no election, we are going to enforce it to the core, to the last. No election in Biafra. It is going to be enforced to the last. Wait for it to come. That is why we are warning. Mainly people in Biafra land, prepare yourself what is about to come. It is not to frighten you. It is not to take the life of any Biafran person. We are going to protect our land. But for you, you have to do your own part. Protect yourself. When you hear sit at home, you sit at home. Get every necessary food items that you need if you are in Biafra land. If you are in Biafra land, get every necessary food items here. Have a reserve, more reserve for yourself, because a time will come when there will be no market for you to go. A time will come when there will be no market. There will be no opportunity for you to go to market. Even if you have to go, there will be no market open. That time will come. But it's not going to be for too long. It is not going to be like the 3 years war that we fought. No. This one is going to end as fast as possible. Because we know that the Janjaweed have no military anymore. The Janjaweed do not have a force. The Janjaweed government do not have a force to face the Biafrans. And that is why the time is right for us to go home. And we are not relenting. And thank Chukwu Okakabiama, who has given us a spokesperson who can be able to read the time. Who can be able to read the time and know the time that we are in. And he has made a proclamation. And we are following up. And he didn't just say it. It is going to happen before you. Take it or leave it. The word is being spoken for you to not to say that you are not told. For you not to say that you are taken unaware. For you not to say that you are taken unaware. That is why we are saying what we are saying. For you to be not say you are taken unaware. Don't say you are not told. That is why we are saying what we are saying. But if you feel that it's a joke, sleep on. You are going to sleep in Nigeria and you wake up in Biafra land. And pray that you wake up, because if you don't wake up, one Nigeria will happen to you. When it happens to you, if you are alive to tell the story, so be it. If you are not alive to tell the story, you go and tell it to the gods. Tell the gods what we are doing while others we are preparing themselves. You go and tell the gods what we are doing while others we are getting ready for their freedom. You go and tell the gods what you are doing. Biafrans, this is not the time to listen to any gossip. The only advice and major advice I'm giving to my fellow Biafrans is for you to apply your common sense in anybody you are listening to. Apply your common sense. Before you begin to shift your move or begin to shift to one direction or the other, apply your common sense. Ask yourself, go back to those people who are trying to cajole you. Ask them, what have they been doing for more than a year that Mazen Nanekan have been kidnapped? More than a year, Mazen Nanekan have been kidnapped. He is under solitary confinement, suffering. What has he been doing? What have they been doing? What have they been doing? What they couldn't even it is something that is as simple as winning the heart of Biafrans. As simple as winning the heart of Biafra. They couldn't even be able to win the heart of the Biafran people. They couldn't even be able to, as simple as winning the heart of Biafra, a foundation that Mazen Nanekan have led already. All you have to do is to just build on the foundation and you win the heart of the Biafra. They couldn't be able to do it. The only person who was able to cash in on the foundation of Mazen Nanekan was Mazen Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa cashed into it, and he was building on that foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in truthfulness and consistency. That is why today he is unchallenged. That is why today he is the leading man. That is why today his platform is second to none. That is why today all attack is on him. That is why today they are hiring people. They are hiring people from all angles. They hire people all angles to come and attack someone else. That's why today they are hiring people to make themselves relevant. They can't even use their own picture or their own image to attract people. Their picture or their image or their word cannot even attract people. They are hiring people, strange people, to bring a picture, to even make people listen to what they want to say or to watch their program. That is how they have degenerated into. But it's so sad. It is so sad. But that is the reality of the day. Are we the cause? We are not the cause. They made it so. But I tell you, Biafra people, we are going home. It doesn't matter what anybody says or what anybody does. Our freedom is sure. Our freedom is sure. If you're a Biafra and you're watching, please share this video to all platforms. Share the video to your family and friends. Share it any place you belong. Keep on sharing. So whenever they bring the attack, we know they are coming. When they say you are hitting them hard, they bring attacking the program and trying to distract our attention. But we are not deterred. We will continue to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. I have told you, I know why I joined the Biafra struggle and why I'm saying what I'm saying. I didn't join Biafra struggle because of any other person. I joined the Biafra struggle because of the message of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was his message that attracted me, that made me to join the struggle of Biafra. And no other message can change my decision except his message. There is no other message, no counter message, no other message that can change my decision except the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you are not standing on that same message that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is preaching, you are not building on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'm not with you. For me, today, I am in the autopiloted movement of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Autopiloted IPOB. That Chukwu Okike Abiyama is in charge. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is the one who is controlling the IPOB autopilotedly. That is where I am. Under the spokesperson of Mazi Simon Ekpa, in the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is where I stand. If you want to listen, listen. If you don't want to listen, just block the channel. Block it. Block it. But as long as you're here, you are going to be hearing me more. You're going to be hearing me more. You got to deal with it. You deal with the truth. It doesn't matter how bitter it is. We will continue to speak the truth. As I said before, there are some fights we don't want to pick. I personally, there are some fights I don't want to get involved into. But if Chukwu Okike Abiyama said that we should get into it, he will tell us how to deal with it. And already, the way things are going, we are going to deal with it. We are going to deal with it. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter the instruction, remain focused. The one thing that should matter to you and me, one thing that we should have at the core of our mind is our freedom. Freedom, freedom. That is this blackmail propaganda, looking for attention or people to watch you or people to look at you, is a waste of time. What Biafran people, legitimate Biafran people are asking is for their freedom, including our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi. Let me tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself said that if it is his life that is going to give freedom of Biafra, let them take the life from him. What does that tell you? That tells you that the only legitimate freedom you can give to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Biafra. We don't want a time when you bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you tell him to come to court and no. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu desires automatic freedom, the freedom of his own people, coming of Biafra, establishment of Biafra, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be able to stand and speak for us and implement every single thing he has in mind for us. That is the best thing we can do for him. Get Biafra for him. He has said this so many times. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave that charge. If you know what you will do to bring Biafra, go ahead and do it. If you know what you will do to get Biafra, go ahead and do it. That's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. He went ahead to tell us that Biafra is bigger than anybody, no matter whom you think you are. Biafra is bigger than you. And if you think that IPOB is in your hand, you can control it, you are wasting your time. If you think IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established, the original IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established, you think is your hand, you are wasting your time. Because just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, you cannot You cannot destroy IPOB. Today, you can see IPOB autopiloted by Chukwu Abiyama under the spokesperson of Mazi Simon Ekpa and on the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continue to work strong against all attack, against all obstruction and intimidation. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect us and secure us. I think I have to stop here. I'm going to come back again for this broadcast, and the next 30 minutes of 1 hour, I'm going to be back by special grace of Chukwu Abiyama to continue on this broadcast and speak on a certain issue again. But for everybody that's watching me, I thank everybody that's watching from any angle, any place you're watching from around the globe. If you're watching from Biafra land, from any part of the world, I say may Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide you, protect you, secure you, and give you strength and power to continue to fight the battle to the end. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, we will continue until Biafra comes. They will kill us, we will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from. And remember, blessed. I will see you again in a few more hours. Bye-bye.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals. They are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.